I call this meeting to order, special meeting of the City Commission, Rio Grande City, Wednesday, August the 16th, approximately 6:04 p.m. here in Commission Chambers, 5332 East US Highway 83, Suite A, Rio Grande City, Texas. This time we'll have the invocation and Pledge of Allegiance, the invocation by Commissioner Jones, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance by Commissioner Garza.
Bow our head. Heavenly Father, thank you for having us get together today to conduct city business. I ask you to pray for the law enforcement and those in harm's way. Pray for our city employees who work hard for us every day, and guide us and continue making the right decisions for the city of Rio Grande City. And all this, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
This time we'll have roll call and finding a quorum. Ms. Guerrero?
Thank you. Mayor Villarreal?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Garza?
Here.
Commissioner Salinas is absent. Commissioner Rodriguez?
Here.
Commissioner Jones?
Here.
You have a quorum, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Guerrero. Next business and orders item 2, City Manager's Report. Letter A, discussion and possible action to approve a proposed tax rate for tax year 2017.
Mayor Commissioners, you in the packet, you have the letter from my tax assessor, Ms. Marla Garcia, who's also present in the audience. And you will see the effective tax rate is 0.493328 for 100 valuation, and the rollback rate of 0.556571 for 100 valuation. Between these two rates is what the council has the option to propose the tax rate. In my memo, I have noted there that we are proposing the staff, Mr. Perez, Mr. Peña, Finance Director, and myself, who work together in the budget, and the budget is reflected of the proposed rate that we're putting in. That rate is the same as this year's rate. We wouldn't be raising any taxes from what we are right now. It is not the effective tax rate, but it would be the same tax rate that is right now.
Which is a 0.4975.
Correct, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Ms. Garcia is present if you have any questions, and you have also a copy of how our rates have been in the past and her calculation worksheets.
Yes. Garcia, is there any, please?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
City Commission, ladies and gentlemen. I have calculated the 2017 tax rate using the certified appraisal book provided by the Stark Appraisal District and additional information provided by the Finance Department here at the city. And as Ms. Reyes stated, in calculating the rates, you ended up with an effective rate of 0.493328 and a rollback rate of 0.556571. You can adopt the rate as low as the effective rate or as high as the rollback rate. And I think Ms. Reyes, as she mentioned, the proposed rate of keeping the same rate as last year, which is 0.497579. You did have a slight increase in value this year of 0.64. So that helped in the calculations. You also, if you want to, for further information, if you want to, just the average residence, the average taxes on a residence last year was $244. If with this year, with the increase in value, it's $250.63. $250.60 is what an average residence would pay on taxes for 2017.
Okay.
If you have any other questions,
Can you explain to us some of the tax breaks that some of the older, I guess, our citizens receive? I think that people, I think over 65, I believe, get some kind of tax break?
He offers 2 discounts for the over 65 people and the disabled.
Okay.
And of course, veterans. Veterans get a discount as well.
To get a discount, or they get what exactly? What is the discount?
If they're 100% exempt vets, they will get 100% exempt from paying taxes. But if they're also, there's also a range from, the range of disability they get, they also get a discount on that.
And the elderly as well?
Elderly as well.
Okay, thank you.
I think the elderly are age 65 and over, and they can defer their taxes also.
Yes, they can defer to pay, their taxes if they choose to.
Do we have any idea of the percentage of the impact of those different categories? Like over 65, the ones that defer? And do we have an
I'll
idea?
have to get that information for you. I don't have that right now.
Because when you say defer, that means that they don't pay for that year, but they still owe taxes, right?
Oh, they'll still owe the taxes, they can defer on the penalty and interest.
Okay.
Okay, so, any other questions at this time?
No.
Okay, entertain a motion.
If I may, Mayor, is there specific language to this motion? And I think you have it in your packet.
Yes, it's there in bold letters. So I'll make a motion, Mayor, to propose a maintenance and operations tax rate of .389458 and an interest and sinking tax rate of .108121 for a total pros tax rate of .497579 per 100 valuation.
Okay, we have a motion. We have a second by Commissioner Garza. Any further discussion?
You need a record vote.
The record vote?
Okay.
All right. Mayor Villarreal,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Garza, Commissioner Ramirez,
Yes.
Commissioner Jones.
Yes.
The motion passes.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Next, business and orders, item 2B, discussion and possible action to authorize staff to solicit requests for a statement of qualifications for energy consultant services. 2B.
In the last meeting, we had a discussion and a couple of presenters that came in and talked about where possibly we could come in savings. And at that time, it was decided that we go ahead and consider going out. And so what now we're coming back with is, here's a request for a statement of qualifications so that we can select somebody that will help us manage that aspect in identifying or selecting what rate we can go under. We don't want to deal with the AEPs of the world. We need somebody that's an expert in that field so that we understand what we're getting into, because the electricity world is complicated and dealing directly with the producers is not easy. And so this is opening the door for somebody to come in and do that for us, managing of those rates, and so we can get a better deal.
Very good. Mayor, I move that we authorize staff to solicit the request for statements of qualifications for energy consulting services.
I'll second the motion, Mayor.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Garza, second by Commissioner Ramirez, to authorize staff to solicit requests for a statement of qualifications for energy consulting services. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye opposed. Motion carries. Next business is 2C, discussion and possible action to approve producer agreement for the Fajita Cook-Off and Home of the Vaquero event. 2C.
We had, in the previous meeting, we had a presentation by the gentleman that has actually invented, according to him, the fajita cook-offs, if you ask him. In any event, here's the agreement so that we can go out there and engage with him. He's going to take care of coordinating everything, including securing sponsorships for this event. It is presented to you guys as a free event for the community. And it's not just one of those events where people come in to gain points for cooking. It's really an open-ended invitation to come and cook fajitas and enjoy the event. So here's a contract for that purpose.
Okay. That, Mr. Villarreal.
Peña has it, right?
Yes, there's a copy in there. Slight provision from the one that's in the packet.
Yeah, there is a commitment in the contract. Donation for the Boys and Girls Club is $500. And $500 also will go to the Crime Stoppers. That is a minimum donation, let's say if the event is not successful, okay? So if everything goes south and nothing comes in or whatever, they're gonna get that, that's a sure thing. But in the event that they make a lot more, and whatever they make, they were gonna divide it up and give them their percentage. So it's a nonprofit organization, so they have to give everything away.
I've got some questions, Mr. Minister, because I saw 12,000 and 15,000, so that's just for the spending of local publicity. That's gonna have to be something that's gonna be raised or by sponsorship?
He's providing that himself. He's taking care of all expenditures. Any overtime that we require from, for example, security purposes, he's gonna take care of it. He's asking that he collect all the monies and that he turns around and pays all the bills. He's gonna take care of that. So if we come in at a loss, the loss is on him, not the city. So the risk is all on him. The monies he's talking about advertising, he's putting those up front. So if it's radio spots, newspaper spots, whether it's local radio spots or from the valley, he's taking care of managing
So
all
really,
that.
he's incurring all the risk.
Yes.
At this point, it's.
Yes, sir. So, and he's talked about it. If he loses 15,000, he loses 15,000. It's not the city.
Yeah, what other cities has he done business with or hosted this event at?
He's been hosting this event since the 70s.
Hey, this is the original Fajita Coca, according
1976 was the
to.
first year that he started it, and he's been all over the valley. Most of his time he's been in all over the valley, and so he's just looking for a home for it now. And Rio Grande is what he's considering at this time. Given he's been doing it in different places in the valley, he's gotten to the point where he's not getting what he's looking for, and he wants to open it up to the public. It's a free event. It's for the community. It's about getting together. It's not about competing and cooking. It's really to have a good time.
Okay.
Villarreal, the
Yes,
agreement.
we went ahead and prepared it and
Okay.
forwarded it. I think there's some very small revisions to it, but yes.
Okay, so
And
we're good on.
Just a last question, because in some of our events, we have some sale of alcohol, and I didn't see anything if that's gonna be an option or if that's gonna happen.
Yes, it is an option, but because he's got a sponsorship from Budweiser, Budweiser cannot bring the license to the event, so we kind of talked about that we could probably do it through one of the nonprofit organizations as the city. But there will be alcohol sold.
Okay.
Okay, do we entertain a motion? Any other questions?
Before I make the motion,
Okay.
there's been a request by different people that have seen my buddy, and they're asking where they can get one.
We can get you some more, sir. Is that one individual or some?
I make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion to approve
Second.
by Commissioner Garza, second by Commissioner Jones. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, business and orders, item 3, executive session, chapter 551, Texas Government Code, section 551.071, consultation with city attorney, 551.074, personnel matters, and 551.087, economic development matters. It is 6:17 p.m. Here we're back from executive session. It's 7:48 p.m. We're on item 4A, and there's no action on item 4A. And moving on to item 4B, discussion and possible action regarding personnel matters, specifically to the city secretary. We have
I
a,
move that we instruct Mr. Perez to address personal matters as discussed in executive session.
okay, we have a motion. Have a second by Commissioner Garza. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye opposed. Motion carries. Next item is item 4C, discussion and possible action regarding personnel matters specifically to Public Utilities Director. Yes, there was an action item.
Okay. Again, I instruct, make a move to, make a motion to instruct Mr. Perez to address personal matters as discussed in executive session.
Okay, we have a motion. Have a second by Commissioner Garza. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Aye opposed. Motion carries. Next item D, there was no action on item 4D. This time, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
We have a motion to adjourn. We have a second.
Second.
We have a second by Commissioner Garza. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye opposed, and carries. Meeting adjourned. It is 7:49 PM.